Hey y'all, it's Mocha Mima. Listen, Alabama is becoming a new Florida with their shiggity and shenanigans. Let me play my intro and we're going to talk about it.
Work, work, work. To me, I get work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. So me for that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, 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 line. In the girl, them hurt, 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 hurt. Try me, I deserve it. Not that I be lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the right. Nobody text me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I'ma see for decoration. You mistaken my love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you never seen, something that you never been. But I wake up and nothing's wrong. Just get ready for work, 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 work. To me, I be work, work, work.
Hey y'all, it's Mocha Mima. Welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, extra special welcome. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Click on that bell button. That way you get notified every time I upload. Now y'all, you can identify with the story up until the part where it really goes off the rails and goes crazy. So this young lady here, Altovise McCloud from, I believe, Moody, Alabama, St. Clair County, was on her way home from work. She's a longtime employee at University of Alabama. So she's on her way from work. She usually goes a certain way, but she decided to take a different way because of traffic. So she's sitting at a stop sign behind a car. She's listening to music, thinking about, her day and things going on in her life. She's engaged. She's thinking about stuff with her marriage. Is sitting there, wants to get home in no big rush, just thinking about the days. And the car in front of her has been sitting there a little while. So some cars that are in back of her blow the horn. So, she's waiting. The lady who's in the car that stopped at the stop sign gets out and accusing her of following her, accusing Altovise of following her. It's some white lady that gets out the car. Altovise doesn't even know the woman. She's telling her, ma'am, I don't know you. I don't know what you're talking about. Altovise looks down in her purse, turns back and looks around and sees the barrel of this woman's gun. The woman is beating on her window with the gun. And she's still telling her she doesn't know her and whatnot. Altovise held up her hand to kind of shield her face and stop. The woman shoots through the window at her. Shoots Altovise through her cheekbone. It goes in through her cheekbone, comes out through the roof of her mouth, shatters her cheekbone and everything. Altovise is still like screaming at her and whatnot. The woman shoots again at her. This time, I believe it goes into the car somewhere. Altovise hits the gas to get out of there, ends up going down into a ditch. The people who are in the car in back of her, one of the lady who I believe was directly in back of her, jumps out her car and runs. This woman tries to get away. People go from who are around the scene there, go and help Altovise until the police come and they find this woman who had shot Altovise a little ways away. They get her. Now, the woman who shot this beautiful queen here, Altovise McCloud, the troglodyte that shot her is Rebecca Armstrong. Some reports say that she is 27, but she is 37, but she looks every bit of 57. She is from Moody, Alabama. She is being held with the charges of aggravated assault, attempted murder, aggravated assault, non-family, I guess with a gun, discharging a firearm into an occupied vehicle, and reckless endangerment. according to reports that I have read, she is still in jail and has no lawyer. Now, this happened back on July 19th, which is almost 2 weeks ago. So let me pull this up for you because I'm going to play for you um, from one of the local television stations. They they interviewed Altovise recently, so that way you guys can hear some of this in her own words and know what's going on with her. Okay, so here we go. What's going on here?
New at 10, a St. Clair County woman who recently survived a brutal road rage incident is now sharing her story. The woman was shot and barely escaped. Our Taylor Pollock spoke with her. She joins us now with her message.
Yeah, 1 week ago, Altovise McCloud was coming home from work when she was almost killed after an apparent case of road rage. She says as terrifying as it was, she's just grateful to be alive and that she forgives the shooter.
Work at UAB and they had to turn around and take me back to UAB. I've seen things like that, but when it's done to you, it's so different.
In the blink of an eye, Altovise McCloud's world changed at a stop sign just 5 minutes from her home. She and multiple people waited on a car sitting idle for several minutes. After someone honked their horn, a woman got out of the car, making her way to McCloud's vehicle, furious.
And she said, "You've been following me for days." I said, "Ma'am, I don't know you. I don't know what you're talking about." "Yes, you do. Yes, you do."
The situation quickly escalated.
When I looked down at my purse and then I looked back over to her, that's when I saw the barrel her gun point, because she was beating on my window with her gun. And I looked at the barrel of the gun. I looked straight. When I looked straight, and I was like, "Oh my God, I don't know you, man," because she just screaming.
A bullet going through Altovise's head.
When she shot me, went through my hand, shattered my thumb, went through my cheek. It shattered the tip of my jawbone. It shattered the bone here. Went hole in the top of my mouth. Came out this way.
Altovise spent days in the hospital and has a long road to recovery ahead of her. Still, she says she's counting her blessings.
That was point blank. She had that gun like here to my face. So if it had went up, I'd have been dead. If it had went down, it'd have been a whole different another story. God put it, even though he may not be able to, couldn't stop her, but he made that bullet to where it wouldn't do anything that was terminal.
While she still waits for answers, she says she forgives the woman who shot her.
What's your mindset? What were you thinking? You were trying to kill me, but why? But I still love you. Even though your mindset is not correct, but I still love you.
Altovise has not yet been able to return to her job at UAB as a lab technician due to that hand injury. Her family has since set up a GoFundMe to help with surgery expenses. Rebecca Armstrong, the woman charged in the attack, remains in jail without bond. I'm in Birmingham. Taylor Pollock, WBRC Fox 6 News, on your side.
Ooh, y'all. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Ooh. Y'all, let me tell you, God bless Altovise. God, thank God it wasn't worse. But Altovise, child, listen, you're better than me. Because I could not forgive her. Ever could I forgive that freaking napkin colored troll. Now, the woman will try to say, oh, they will try to mount, insanity defense and all that kind of stuff. But listen, she's walking around with the gun. Once they go and they do their investigations and whatnot, they'll find out who this woman really is. And I will be watching. I got this story I learned from TikTok. I just happened to be scrolling on TikTok. and I saw it. I noticed Altovise's pretty face, and she is pretty without the makeup. Girl, let me tell you, she is 43 years old, and she does not look 43 at all. As you saw in the video, she looks very young. She looks similar to a girl I used to work with, who was in her. Well, now I think she might be in her 30s, but she looked like just like her, like she could be her sister. Like this, I tell you, it's these people are nuts out here, and the way that these states are doing now with their gun carry laws and whatnot, and people being able to get guns, and sometimes you in some of these states you don't even have to have a license. You just have to be over 21, and you're able, or over 18, I should say, and you're able to go and get a gun. It's absolutely crazy. But I'm glad that they got this Rebecca, of course, appropriate name Becky. I'm glad they got this Becky Karen. They have her locked up, and hopefully she will stay that way. Um, thank God that Altovise is fine. But you see how like this crazy thing happened on an ordinary day. She was just on her way home from work, no big deal. Took a different route. Y'all, I just can't. And Altovise is the mother of 3 boys. She is the mom of 3 boys, and now she has to go through this that now has stalled her career, everything. She's a lab tech at the University of Alabama at Birmingham. Um, at the I guess at the hospital in the cancer center over there. But you know what? God had another purpose for her, so that's why she is still here. There is also a GoFundMe, and I will link that GoFundMe in the description of this video if you guys wanted to contribute to the GoFundMe, because she's going to need help with some of the surgery expenses. Because her working there for the hospital, there's probably the co-pays and all that kind of stuff that she has to pay, because now she'll have to get a legal counsel to see how she could recoup some of her losses, lost from work and everything, and she could see if they have a victims fund in Alabama as well. So hopefully she will recoup all this, recoup some money from that will help a little bit. But now she'll be traumatized all her life. For anyone that walks up to her car, there's a lot that goes into it. So y'all, I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like and subscribe. Click on the bell button for the uploads, and y'all just be careful out there. Keep your head on a swivel. And there was nothing that Altovise could have done for this not to happen. It just happened. She just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and it could have been anybody at all. So, ciao. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for listening once again, and I'll see you in the next video.
Work, work, work. To me, I can work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. So me for that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, in the girl, be murder, da, da, da. Try me, I deserve it. Nothing to be lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the right. Nobody touched me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart.